Now, recently they had the U.S. Open. There's a lot of controversy behind that with Serena Williams. Now, she was accused of cheating because her coach from the sidelines gave her a thumbs up. She had a pretty good exchange with the umpire, and she just got upset, and that's just normal. I've seen many other tennis players get upset when they have certain calls. I mean, I've seen John McEnroe break things. I've seen many of them, doing things, but when Serena do it, all of a sudden it's the angry black woman stereotype that came out. Now, if you haven't seen that exchange, we'll play that for you just so you can see what happened during that match.
Explaining it to you. For you to attack my character is something that's wrong. It's wrong. You attacking my character. Yes, you are. You owe me an apology. You will never, ever, ever be on another court of mine as long as you live. You are the liar. When are you going to give me my apology? You owe me an apology. Say it. Say you're sorry.
They're going to bear the blame when it's the person in the player box who is actually accused.
Now, to me, Serena had a right to be upset. And everybody's coming down on her for being upset. Why is it you singling her out for being upset when other athletes in all kind of different sports have been upset about calls? I don't see an issue with that. And, everyone is riding the, oh, she's the angry black woman stereotype. Why is it that she can't be upset? Or why isn't a black man can't be upset? That attitude and that particular stereotype comes from the white supremacists. The reason why they don't want you angry and upset because you may actually do something about your condition. So they have to keep you docile. They have to keep you, I forgive, and let you go along and get along. If they let you be upset too much, you're going to do something. So they don't want that. So this is why they try to attack you about you're the angry black man or the angry black woman. Actually, you should be angry 24/7 on our condition. Why would you be smiling about our condition? How are we going to change anything if you don't get upset by it? Now, Serena had a right to say that, hey, I don't appreciate you accusing me of cheating. I would like you to apologize on that. Now, of course, I'm going to tell you what happened with that because I just know how it goes in this country. Serena Williams have money. They pocket watching her. Always. How dare she talk to that man that way? She just being an uppity Negro, and they probably using the B word after that. They can't stand when a black person talks to them like that. So I knew as she kept talking, it was gonna escalate. And Serena, no, Serena, you kept saying it was a woman thing. It wasn't a woman thing at all. Trust me. It had nothing to do with no woman. You need to call it what it is. It was racism. They've been messing with Serena heavy ever since she's married the guy that she's married to now, that Alexis or Alexu, whatever his name, Ohanian. The guy that's running Reddit, the place where the white supremacists hang out at. Now, I don't see how you marry someone that have a website where white supremacists hang out, but whatever, right? She, in my opinion, actually took a step down, fooling with him. He is not on her level at all financially. And, we hear that a lot with some women, in our community would say, oh, well, they're not on my level. But that guy not on her level either. Matter of fact, marrying her was a come up for him. And he got this baby with her. I've seen so many stories of how they pull game and try to get divorces and try to get the child so he can collect all his child support. This guy's not worth the money that Serena Williams is worth. Now, Richard Williams didn't even go to the wedding. And based on the moves this guy is making, I see why. They have been after Serena ever since she's been married to this man. They've been after her. And that man not one time says a word to defend his wife. Not one time. You know why? Because white supremacy is more important than his wife. It's just that simple. If he come out and start going against white people publicly, he going to lose his support on Reddit. He's going to lose his position in white society. It's just that simple. So whether it's a female or a male, they're not going to come out swinging for us. Now, there's a few that will. Now, I don't want to say it's all, But for the most part, they're not going to do that. They don't want to be kicked out of the benefits of white supremacy. On top of that, you had a guy out of Australia from the Herald Sun, if I'm not mistaken. He drew a cartoon of Serena Williams. We'll put that up here. Now, everyone has called this out as a racist cartoon. But if you pay attention to something, it's the over-exaggerated features on Serena Williams. Look at Naomi Osaka. They lighten her up to like a white woman with blonde hair. Naomi Osaka has a Haitian father and a Japanese mother. She is nowhere near what they're painting her. But yet this is what they've been trying to do in the media, and she's even called them out several times. Kept talking about her race and bringing it up. She said, oh, this again. You know, I posted it on our Instagram if you can go see that little clip. And she was aggravated how they keep bringing up her race. You know, but that's how these people are in this country. Now, if you look at that picture, I want you to look at this other picture. Now, you see, it looks literally exactly the same. Exaggerated features. This particular cartoon is racist as hell. And the guy that drew it say, no, it's not racist. It's not about race. Let me tell you something. Never, never, never allow them to tell you it's not about race. They don't have the authority to tell you it's not about race. Because when they use the words it's not about race, usually it is something racial. Why do you think somebody would bring that up if it wasn't racial? But then not one time they ever agree with you and say, yeah, you know, you're right. I think that is. No, they're always going to quickly say it's not about race. You don't know what you're talking about. You just reading into it like it's all, you know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of them do. And sometimes they do it, don't realize they're doing it. But that's just a quick response. It's not about race. But yet, if it's not about race and that's just the way you draw, why didn't you draw the umpire in the photo with exaggerated features? If it wasn't about race, why you didn't draw Naomi Osaka with exaggerated features? That way you say, hey, that's just your style of drawing. And I would agree with you and say, no, it's not about race. It's just the way they draw. But only Serena's picture, it was the exaggerated features, just like the racist cartoons. And we supposed to believe it's not about race. Okay. And once again, her husband ain't said a word. And this is probably what Richard Williams saw from the beginning. So Serena's going through it. I mean, on top of that, they fined her $17,000, taking a match from her and taking money from her. I mean, they after Serena. They really are. And I hate that because, you know, she's beating them on the court, but that's what they do. They change the rules. They move the goalposts and everything just because they can't stand her. Because if she was, you know, a Caucasian female, her outbursts would be looked at as, oh, yeah, she's just passionate. But when she do it, oh, she's an angry black woman. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Serena and this cartoon. Also, you know, what do you think about her husband who never say anything about his wife being dragged through the mud constantly?